Good morning, I'm Cheryl Walsh-Malloy, and I am coming to you live from the red carpet here at the Suburban Collection Showplace, where we are just about ready to host the State of the City address.
Cheryl, things are great. We've got a lot of people lining up. We've got celebrities like Jeff Muck, Michael Lohmeyer, Rob Petty. They're right behind me. I don't even know what they're doing, but this is incredible.
Celebrities?
We're having a great time.
Did you say there's celebrities?
Yeah, we could call it that, yes.
What do you think Mayor Gatt's going to talk about today?
Himself, probably.
Yeah. You know what? Someone else told me that.
He does talk a lot about himself. I've noticed that about him.
And he's a long talker, too.
He does talk a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I am standing here with Dr. McDreamy from Grace Sloan Memorial. Welcome.
Hi, I am really Joe Hershey, President and CEO of Ascension Providence.
No way.
Yes way, but I am flattered to be referred to as Dr. McDreamy. I have been certainly called far worse than that.
So what brought you here today? You're a little early.
Well, I am a little early. I had a cancellation in my calendar, and that afforded me the opportunity to be here. I was scheduled to be in our OR today, but I learned that my credentials were revoked, so that gave me some time to come over and be with the good people today.
Cheryl, live with me right now is the star of the season's new Novi's Naked and Afraid out at Lakeshore Park Edition. And that's going to be upcoming in October, I believe?
I think so. We have 10 acres of fantastic bike trails there. That's going to be a fantastic backdrop for that.
That's incredible.
I heard a rumor that in 2022, the Olympics are coming to the Suburban Collection Showplace. Can you confirm or deny?
Well, it's the home of the Michigan State Fair already. Why not do the Olympics?
What are you looking forward to today? What do you think the mayor's going to say?
No, mayor will be talking about Novi is the best.
Speech is about 4 hours, I heard.
Ooh, that's too much.
I know, but he can talk like the best of them, right?
Who are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing Gucci tonight.
You look wonderful. This is my perfect
who are you
suit.
wearing?
This is actually Dolce & Gabbana.
Wow.
And I got the matching tie. Everything's looking wonderful.
Oh, look who I found, Mayor Gatt. How are you this morning?
Hi, how are you? Welcome.
Yeah?
I'm welcome, I guess.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank
You're
you.
about to give the State of the City address. What are you thinking? What are you going to say? Are you going to give us a little sneak preview?
I'm very excited, but I'm really here for some breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast, and I want to get some bacon before, where's Dave Stout? I want to get it before he gets up there.
Oh, Lord. Give us a sneak preview. What are you going to talk about today?
For what?
For the State of the City address.
I left my speech at home. I've got to go, seriously.
Thank you for joining us. We're ready to head inside where the mayor is about ready to kick off the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Novi's Golden State of the City Address.
Novi is probably the best location in the state of Michigan, realistically.
We knew that you don't just sit on the sidelines and let things happen. You've got to help make it happen.
And when we became a city, it was the foundation of where the city as we know it today.
There's a song out there, a little bit of heaven fell from out the sky one day. Well, a piece of it fell in Novi. That's just the way I feel about this town.
Please welcome Joe Hershey, President and CEO of Ascension Providence Hospital.
Well, thank you, and good morning once again. On behalf of Ascension Providence Novi, it's our honor and pleasure to be here. Like many of you, we have some very humble beginnings, and our Novi story dates back to the late 1970s, where we launched our first health center and clinic that was located at 10 Mile Road in Hagerty. Some of you remember that. In later years, we made our move to Beck and Grand River, and we are so excited over the years to grow as Novi has grown to be a healthcare provider of choice. We couldn't do it without the amazing community partnership. We couldn't do it without all of you. We couldn't do it without the friendship and the relationships that we've all come to enjoy over the years. We stand before you today to tell you that we are a top 50 hospital 11 times over. We're a top, please, by all means, thank you. We're a top 15 teaching hospital as well, which means that we are training tomorrow's doctors today right here in Novi, Michigan, to continue to serve the community. With that, it's our honor and pleasure to be here. We have members of our care team that are outside. We have health information for you. We have experts that can answer any questions that you may have. And more than anything, we, like all of you, just love this wonderful, wonderful city that we call Novi. Without further ado, it is my privilege, it is my honor, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the man of the hour. He loves Novi every bit as much as all of us. With that, the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt.
Well, good morning and greetings from Novi to all of our viewers from all around the world. We're beaming this all around the world. So, welcome to the 2019 Golden State of the City Address. I am Bob Gatt, and not only do I have the honor of serving you as your mayor, but I get to host today's event and share this year's winning accomplishments. How about that red carpet preview, huh? A round of applause. Yeah, please. It looks like you are all having a great time there. Dr. McDreamy, I mean Joe, that pose, really. And Chief, those brows. And where's Victor? I didn't see your renditions of Thomas the Train or Fantasy Island's tattoo up for any awards today. Naked and afraid? You must get a new agent, my friend. All right, let's give it up for the Novi singers, please. Their beautiful patriotic renditions reminding us how blessed we are to live in the greatest of all countries, and that we have the best high schools in Michigan, not only academically and athletically, but artistically as well, right here in Novi. Thank you all, and I love your t-shirts. And a very special thank you to Reverend Bob LaCroix, my friend, the pastor of Novi's Holy Family Catholic Church, for a beautiful prayer to start us off with. And thank you to our host, Blair Bowman, the Suburban Collection Showplace and the Hyatt Place Hotel. Breakfast, as always, was just like you, first class. And thank you also to our presenting sponsor this morning, Ascension Providence. Joe Hershey and his team, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all you do for the health and wellness of our Novi. Thank you, Joe. And special thanks to our Studio 6 video team, Josh Busher, Damon Parnell, and Calvin Brown, for all your efforts in putting our little red carpet piece together. Now, this team has done amazing things to enhance and build upon our communication efforts. They truly are award-winning, with 2 Emmy nominations and an Emmy win under their belt. They help even me look good, and they're an absolute joy to work with. And of course, my friend, everyone's friend, without whom, seriously, none of this would be possible. Cheryl Walsh-Malloy, our Novi's Director of Communications. I can't tell you how very special and uniquely qualified she is. I and the city are fortunate to have her lead our most outstanding community relations team, Nathan, Abby, Wendy, who ensure that Novi provides the best in quality communications to our citizens and businesses, and that our Novi is viewed as the premier place to live, work, and play. Thank you, Cheryl. Round of applause. Thank you. Now, that being said, if anyone is tweeting in real time from our event here today, Cheryl wants you all to use the hashtag Novi 50, Novi 50, one word. Don't worry, I won't think you're bored, although you might be, if you're looking at your phone. In fact, in true Oscar and Ellen style, let's kick off the tweeting. Hold on one second. Seriously, where's Marquita Bono? You never know what's going to happen at a Novi State of the City, do you? One year, Cheryl had me in a car with Ellen, and now this year I'm replicating her viral Oscar tweet. Okay, where was I? With the power of social media, the internet, video, and more, we share our award-winning Novi story daily. But today is the one day each year we come together to take pride in our success, take stock of where we are, and together plan for the future. We are a vibrant, welcoming, multicultural, dynamic, prospering community here in southwest Oakland County. We have a city council who wants nothing but the best for Novi and shares a vision for a remarkable future. I'm confident in our city staff team and you, the Novi community, who also want what is best for the city we love and call home. So here we are, 2019. I can hardly believe this is my 8th State of the City address. And what an exciting time it is in our great city. Not only was Novi named the 23rd best place to live in the entire United States of America by Times Money Magazine, and the best place to live in the entire state of Michigan, but we are celebrating our golden anniversary. That's right. In 1969, Novi was incorporated as a city. Sure, Novi was settled in 1825, nearly 200 years ago. But as a city, we are 50 years young, a half century, golden. I'm not going to dwell on that too much, as we are here to look to the future. But I do want to say, if you want to learn about our history, check out some of the videos that our amazing Studio 6 has done to celebrate our rich past and those who came before us. Novi is the thriving city we all know and love today because of their vision and commitment to excellence. And before I turn our full attention to the future, I do want to mention 2 names from the past that are no longer with us. Our colleague, Councilmember Wayne Roble, passed away since the last State of the City address. And a man that I honored just a couple of years ago for being a Novi pioneer, Mr. Bill Bowman, also just recently passed. 2 of Novi's best, and they shall never be forgotten. Okay, moving forward, I am truly blessed to stand before you and have the opportunity to share this time and, as your mayor, provide an update on our Novi. Your presence here today honors us and symbolizes the partnerships we have in moving our city forward. As I look around the room, I see true leaders, partners, and friends. And I thank you for your vision and commitment, your cooperation and support. Together, once again, we have accomplished great things. This has been an incredible year of growth, development, and progress. I am humbled daily by your kindness, compassion, spirit, and generosity. As I look out over the audience, I see many friends and dignitaries. Let me start with Novi's past mayors. Could you all do us the honor and standing so you can be recognized? Mayor David Landry. Stay standing. Mayor Lou Sordas and Mayor Matt Quinn. Thank you, gentlemen, for your continued commitment to our Novi, your community involvement, and the gifts. We also have longtime Novi-ites. How do you like that? Novi-ites. Okay, I know Cheryl is working on a new branding for 2020. Novi-ites. Novatians. Remember the Novatians. I think I'll leave that to her to decide. We are fortunate to have forever Novi residents, State Representative Kathy Crawford with us this morning, and her husband, former state rep and former county commissioner, Hugh Crawford. Where are they at? Stand up. Now, they say it all the time, but now I want to say it from the podium. If you want to see what someone looks like who was born and raised and spent their whole life in Novi, well, there they are. And welcome, don't disrupt. And welcome Gwen Markham, our Oakland County Commissioner. Where's Gwen? And representing our neighboring communities, Oakland County Commissioner Phil Weipert is here. Where's Phil? Now, you all know I don't serve our community alone. I work in concert with my fellow city council members, as well as our city manager. I would like to introduce our city council. Please all stand up. Mayor Pro Tem David Stout, Councilmember Andrew Mutch, Councilmember Laura Marie Casey, Councilmember Kelly Breen could not be here today, Councilmember Ramesh Verma, and Councilmember Doreen Popard. And our Chief Executive Officer, City Manager Pete Auger. And our Assistant City Manager, and such a good sport, Victor Cardenas. Where's Victor? And I would also like to recognize in attendance retired City Manager Ed Krewall, who led the city of Novi from 1974 to 2000. Ed, stand up. Now, Ed led the city from the small little farm community that it once was in the 70s to a booming, growing, and thriving city in 2000 when he retired. Thank you for your service, Ed Krewall. And to each of you, my heartfelt thanks for your tireless efforts to make and keep our Novi the great city it is. Now, I wonder in 1969 if anyone had a notion of the amazing things in store for Novi. Michigan's largest indoor shopping center, 12 Oaks Mall. World-class health care with the Level 2 Trauma Center at Ascension Providence Hospital. That Novi would be home to the largest Japanese population in Michigan and host the Japan Festival, India Day, Festival of Chariots, the Ringo Kai School, and more. The largest electricity transmission company in the country, ITC, would make Novi its headquarters. That Olympic ice dancers would train at the Novi Ice Arena. And that the country's largest entirely privately funded convention and exposition center, the Suburban Collection Showplace, would be in Novi. Or that the Michigan State Fair would call Novi home. These are just a handful of the many things Novi is known for. I'm certain if I went around the room, each of you could share another notable accolade for which Novi is known, for which Novi is proud. I wonder if anyone back then saw the impact Novi, Michigan, would have as a national and international hub for business, with more than 150 international businesses located in our community from Japan, China, France, Mexico, Germany, Korea. Did you know this year more than $350 million in new facilities are underway in Novi this year? These facilities will attract additional interest in our community through high-tech, good wage jobs, housing, and entertainment options, including Sakura Way, The Bond, Berkshire E-Supply, the Adele Center, and A123. Let's not forget our vibrant retail and small business amenities. 12 Oaks Mall continues to shine. This past holiday season, the shopping center was 98% leased and recently added Kendra Scott, North Face, Lolly, and Pops, Sedona Tap House, Patchy, and Urban Planet. Other newcomers to Novi include Gardner White, Beerhead, Battle, Panda Express, and Sierra Trading Post. Now, if you're a member of the business community yet not involved in our Novi, I encourage you to become active. Help businesses like these create our future. One such way is by participating in our Novi Chamber. I know there's a table with several of our Novi Chamber Board of Directors with us today. Thank you for your friendship. This is a great group of individuals who, like the city, want to help you and your business succeed. Did you know Novi boasts a 2.2% unemployment rate compared to 4.8% for the state and 3.4% for the county? And our business vacancy rate remains under 5%, down from 2017. So let's talk about development a bit, because there are those that wonder why we continue to allow development. Aside from the fact we have a master plan which guides but doesn't dictate the future development of Novi's land uses and establishes a pattern for the location and character of future developments in Novi, a healthy and diverse tax base is important for providing necessary infrastructure, safety, and community systems for current and future residents and businesses. Novi's largest source of revenue for general operations is from property taxes. At 10.5376 mills, Novi continues to have one of the lowest property tax rates in the entire state of Michigan. Now that bears repeating, so I'm going to say it again. Novi's largest source of revenue for general operations is from property taxes. And at 10.5376 mills, Novi continues to have one of the lowest property tax rates in the entire state of Michigan. Yeah. Approximately 68% of the city's total assessed value is residential real estate. This compares with 27% of its assessed value as commercial and industrial real estate and 5% personal property. Just one of the reasons Novi could maintain its property values 10 plus years ago, when communities nearby were drowning in debt and failure, was because of our diverse tax base and the ability to continue to invest in the community. Many other communities rely solely on residences to maintain their base or solely on businesses. Novi, on the other hand, is a well thought out and planned blend of both. The city of Novi has approximately 17,800 parcels of residential real estate, having a projected 2018 market value of nearly $6 billion. That's a 3.5% increase from 2017. We have nearly 1,100 parcels of commercial and industrial real estate, having a projected 2018 market value of $2.4 billion, an 8% increase from 2017. And we anticipate seeing our property values increase approximately 5% in the next 2 years. The city of Novi continues to be in excellent financial condition, boasting the highest bond rating possible of AAA. Now, the AAA rating is only given to those communities with outstanding financial condition now and the same forecast into the foreseeable future. Novi continues to show outstanding fiscal responsibility by paying for most capital-related projects from operating cash and not issuing debt. While many other communities struggle with finding funds in their current and future budgets to pay legacy costs, such as funding pensions and retiree health care, Novi has been proactive for years and has aggressively limited the overall liability while maximizing funding. Do you know that the funding for the city Novi retiree health care obligation is now more than 100%, while the statewide average is about 20%? When I was brand new on council way back in 2003, then Mayor Lou Sordas talked about the need to address legacy costs. Thus, we were way ahead of the curve in this area. Lou, thank you for your attention to such an important detail. We listened. I listened. Now, with all that being said, in true awards show fashion, there were a few projects that really stood out this year. Let's take a look at the finalists for Economic Development Project of the Year. Roll the video.
The nominees for Outstanding Economic Development Project are Suburban Collection Showplace Expansion. Earlier this year, the Suburban Collection Showplace grew by 170,000 square feet with additional column-free expo space with an overlooking ballroom, perfect for corporate events. Hino Motors. In October 2018, Toyota opened the new 124,000 square foot United States headquarters for its commercial truck division. American Interiors. American Interiors opened its new 21,000 square foot Green Learning Center showroom on Hudson Drive in September 2018.
All right, so now those are three more great developments. We're all winners. I would like to thank the gentleman at the helm of our building and planning process, Director of Community Development, Charles Bullard. Where's Charles? And our ever fiscally responsible Chief Financial Officer, Carl Johnson. Where's Carl? Thank you both. On to our next category. Members of Novi's Department of Public Services not only care for and maintain more than 205 miles of city roadway and 2,600 traffic control signs to ensure safe travel, but they also look after 306 miles of water main to provide safe drinking water, 243 miles of sanitary sewer to protect public health, and 2,600 storm drainage basins. Critical infrastructure is taken for granted oftentimes, but not in Novi. Over the past several years, the Novi City Council has recognized a key to providing great customer service is equipping our field staff with the tools they need to get the job done. It's not seen by the public very often, but the Department of Public Works facility plays a vital role in operations and safety of Novi residents and businesses. Set to open later this summer, the Public Works expansion is large enough to ensure all vehicles can be housed inside the facility, thus extending the life of the equipment. Last renovated 35 years ago, the new facility will include a lunchroom where the previous building had employees using a garage bay to dine, and men's and women's locker rooms rather than a restroom trailer to accommodate staff. We're moving up to the 21st century. The city switch to a single hauler trash system continues to pay huge dividends for recycling. According to the Resource Recovery and Recycling Authority of Southwest Oakland County, Novi is leading the way when it comes to recycling efforts. Last year, there were 483 tons of material dropped off and processed from the Novi Center, accounting for 78% of the materials brought to that recycling center. In 2018, nearly $8 million was spent on road improvements by the city of Novi. $8 million in 2018, of which more than $1 million went toward neighborhood concrete panel replacement program. In 2019, current year, you will see more than $5 million invested in neighborhood streets. This robust plan honors the commitment made to our residents when you approved the road millage years ago and ensures that the improvements benefit you directly, maintaining quality neighborhoods and home values, all the while keeping Novi safe. 2019 will also see the reconstruction, thank goodness, of the intersection of 12 Mile and Novi roads. Now, this project wasn't scheduled for reconstruction for several years out, but will be completed in partnership with the Road Commission of Oakland County, utilizing City of Novi funds now with a payback by the Road Commission in its scheduled year. And City Council has approved $5 million for the long-awaited North and Southwest Ring Road, say that 5 times, to bypass the intersection of Grand River Avenue and Novi Road. Novi also continues to invest in pathways and connectivity with more than $1 million in improvements in 2018 and another $1 million planned for this year. So, what are the finalists for the 2018 road construction project? Let's find out. Roll the video.
The nominees for Outstanding Road Construction Project are Taft Road Reconstruction. Taft Road was reconstructed from 10 Mile Road to Grand River Avenue. Concrete panel replacement. Thanks to City Council approval, Novi's concrete panel replacement program now receives $1 million annually to repair neighborhood streets in need. 13 Mile Road. 13 Mile Road was reconstructed from Novi Road to Meadowbrook Road. Brad. Novi's Better Roads Ahead dude, affectionately known as Brad, became a social media sensation as the Novi team strived to more effectively communicate about all road construction projects.
Those are all great improvements, but Brad? Is Brad even here? Oh, hi, Brad. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm waving at a doll. If you haven't met Brad, I encourage you to sign up for one of our road construction updates. Brad will help you navigate roadways during construction, and you never know where he might end up. Now, Cheryl just gave me a signal. I think it's time to check in at City Hall. I hear there is a watch party happening there. Jessica, how am I doing?
We're joining you live from the Novi Civic Center, where Novi City employees are having a great time hearing about what's going to happen in 2019. We've got pizza, we've got pop, and we can't wait to celebrate with you. Hello, officer.
Hello, I received a noise complaint.
We're going to try to keep it down, but how about you join us?
I don't see why not.
Woohoo! Back to the party.
Pete, I think we need to talk about employee engagement. And Chief, you'll talk to that officer. All right, let's move on to our award-winning public safety team. Last year, I shared that the Novi Police Department received Advanced Law Enforcement Accreditation from the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, also known as CALEA. Now, this national accreditation demonstrates the Novi Police Department subscribes to the nation's best practices in the delivery of law enforcement services, both in policy and in practice, and places them in the top 2% of all agencies in the entire United States of America. In 2018, the Novi Police Department became one of the first accredited by the Michigan Association of Chiefs of Police. Only 16 other agencies are accredited by the MACP. And I'll move to fire for a second, because although they did not receive an award, they should have. Because earlier this year, our Novi Fire Department was evaluated by the Insurance Services Office, the ISO. ISO is used by insurance companies to determine premium for homeowner and businesses' policies, and shows the department is always striving to improve services. ISO bases their ratings on a 1 to 10 scale, with 1 being the best score available. The Novi Fire Department previous ISO rating was a 5. However, after the review earlier this year, we are now rated a 2. And there's only 1,330 agencies in the entire United States of America that has achieved a Class 2 rating, placing the Novi Fire Department in the top 2% of the country. Yeah, a round of applause. Thank you. Let's go back to the police for a minute. Crime is down in Novi, again. Part A crime was reduced by 14.5% from 2017. Vandalism has decreased by 40%. Robbery decreased by 50%. And motor vehicle theft has decreased by 37%. Let's go back to fire. The Novi Fire Department also decreased the average priority response time by 4 seconds from 2016 to 5 minutes and 41 seconds, making them 19 seconds below the 6-minute standard by the Oakland County Medical Control Authority. Police and fire. If you're looking to stay up on all the latest happenings in our police department, you can follow them on their newly created Twitter account, @NoviPolice, one word. Be sure to let them know Mayor Gatt sent you. Without further ado, let's see the finalists for Public Safety Initiative of the Year. Roll the video.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Public Safety are Reduction in Crime. Part A crime was reduced by 14.5% in 2018, with significant reductions in vandalism, robbery, and motor vehicle theft. Improved ISO rating for the Novi Fire Department. The Novi Fire Department received a rating of 2, up from a previous rating of 5, placing them in the top 2% of the country. 5th safest city in the U.S. The city of Novi was recognized as the 5th safest city in the United States, as determined by Reviews.com, comparing 454 cities with a population of 50,000 or more. Additional School Resource Officer. A second school resource officer is now stationed at the Novi Middle School and works with all elementary schools in Novi. Decreased priority response time. The Novi Fire Department is 19 seconds below the 6-minute standard set by the Oakland County Medical Control Authority. The overall priority response time was 5 minutes and 41 seconds in 2018.
Round of applause. Yeah. I think we all agree each of those achievements deserves an award. Ladies and gentlemen, the man at the helm of ensuring our community is safe, Director of Public Safety and Chief of Police, David Malloy. Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, but another recognition the Novi Police and Fire Departments routinely receive is ratings higher than the national average in our biannual National Citizen Survey. In 2018, the City of Novi partnered with the National Research Center to once again gauge residents' perception of life in Novi. Results are then compared to national benchmarks, and I'm happy to share Novi received higher than the benchmark ratings in 35 different categories. The report shares that there are 3 key findings for Novi. Number 1, Novi is a desirable, family-friendly place to live. Well, we all know that. 9 out of 10 people find Novi an excellent or good place to live. Number 2, economy is an asset and a priority. Well, I already shared about that earlier, another good point. But number 3, now this is my favorite. Number 3 is trust in city government is strong and city services are well regarded. Everybody in Novi does their best, and we try hard, and we're succeeding. Novi received higher than national benchmark in 2 of these subcategories, welcoming citizen involvement and treating all residents fairly. That makes me smile. That makes me smile greatly because that's what we preach every day. You know what else makes me smile? You know that I love to conduct my own little surveys. So I had to get out and see for myself what our residents had to say. Let's take a look. We're sitting here in Mo's on 10. Who owns this place?
Bob Gatt.
Bob Gatt, yeah. Listen, Mo, this year is a very special year for the city of Novi. What are we celebrating, you know?
50 years anniversary to Novi.
50 years, yeah.
You believe that?
We're going to spend some time here today.
Hey, you're very welcome. That's Novi's hot spot right here.
It is Novi's hot spot, and I'm with the hottest guy in the hottest spot in Novi.
I am with the hottest guy right here.
All right. Would you believe that Novi is celebrating its 50th anniversary as a city?
I did not know that.
We are celebrating something very special this year. Do you have any idea what that is?
No idea.
100th anniversary?
Well, you're half right. No idea.
No idea.
No idea. Nothing? No?
Some sort of centennial, maybe?
No, I do not.
No, I don't.
Mm-mm.
No? Do you?
100 year. The 7th, there's like a anniversary.
The 7th anniversary?
Yes.
The 50th anniversary. Novi turned 50.
Wow, good for it.
We became a city in 1969. Now, were you born in 1969?
I was, actually.
You were.
Yeah.
Do you know any songs from that year?
Let's see. I know a song that's in my head right now. It's called I Really Want a Waffle.
I really want a waffle. I like that song. Who sings that song?
Mo. A guy named Mo.
A guy named Mo
He lives
sings
on
that
10
song.
Mile. I'm not sure.
Do you know any songs from the 60s?
Not that I can think of.
Nothing? You don't know one song from the 60s? Beatles songs, Rolling Stones. Do you know any music from the 60s? What's your favorite song from the 60s?
My Girl.
My Girl. Let's sing one bar of My Girl.
Why?
Talking about
my girl, my girl.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
wow.
a great song. That's a great song.
From the 60s. Proud Mary, maybe.
Proud Mary. That's a wedding song, I think. Let's hear one little verse from Proud Mary.
you're not going to get that out of
Come
me.
on, just one little verse.
Sorry.
Do you know any songs from the 60s?
No.
The Beatles? Rolling
Yes, okay,
Stones?
fine.
Beatles. What's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh man,
Oh man, I don't think I know that one.
I wanna hold you. I can't
No,
sing.
no, you have to sing it. I want you to sing one little bit of it. One little bit.
I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold it.
I wanna.
Hold it.
I wanna hold. We all live.
Yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow
There we
submarine.
go. That's exactly it.
Let it be, let it be.
When I find
Let
myself.
it be. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom.
Let it be, let it be.
That's great.
I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around.
I'm
Right?
never in one
Something-
place.
I roam from town to town. Can you sing?
Can you sing a Penelope?
Say something. What's your
Yeah.
No, she's shy.
You know who the mayor of Novi is?
No,
Do you care who the mayor of Novi is?
no.
Okay. Well, you go have a nice day. Well, you know who the mayor is?
Bob Gatt.
Who?
Bob Gatt.
Yeah. He crazy person, right?
Guess he is.
Yeah, guess he is. Do you know who the mayor is?
No.
No?
Is it Bob Gatz?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Bob Gatz.
6'4", long golden hair. I'm Bob Gatt.
like, Long blonde hair. I know the mayor doesn't have long blonde hair.
That's fun. That's fun. I think several of our residents could use some help from our Novi singers, including me. But it's all in good fun, and we're better than our Novi Public Library. Has everybody been to the Novi Public Library? Yeah. And if not, you need to go, because the Library of Michigan has awarded the Novi Public Library a certificate of completion for meeting the excellent level of the Quality Services Audit Checklist, QSAC. Acronym. To earn this certification, the library demonstrated superior service to its patrons and community in a cost-effective manner, with a can-do attitude, and by always delivering on promises. With 3 levels of achievement, such as essential, enhanced, and excellence offered by QSAC, the library reached all 3 levels. And out of over 400 public libraries in Michigan, the Novi Library is the only library in Michigan to receive this certification. Yeah. Where is Julie Farkas, our library director? Where is she? There she is. A round of applause for her and her team. Thank you. With more than 488,000 visitors annually, our Novi Public Library is a place not only for education and culture, but provides a sense of community as well. Now, speaking of a sense of community, there are plenty of fun events happening in Novi, too. I mentioned earlier the Michigan State Fair and Japan Festival, but our city team hosts events for every age group. I'm hoping you've been to one or two. I think we have some highlights, and you perhaps can decide which is the most spirited community event this year. Roll the video.
The nominees for Most Spirited Community Event are Light Up the Night. The annual kickoff to the holiday season hosted more than 4,000 residents, including the jolly old men from the North Pole. Spring Palooza. Novi annually gets a jump start on summer festivities with its open house on the Civic Center campus. Don't miss this year's event, scheduled for Friday, May 17th. Team Novi Pep Rally. Novi's inaugural 50th anniversary event celebrated its state champion winning teams from Novi High School and Catholic Central with the Detroit Tigers. Sizzling Summer Series. Everyone's favorite summer entertainment program happens right here in Novi on Wednesday mornings and Friday evenings.
I know it's a tough choice, and they are all amazing events. Let's just say they're all winners because of the great citizen engagement, and everyone had fun. So let's continue with the spirit theme for a minute. For the past several years, I've made it customary at the State of the City address to present the Spirit of Giving Award to an individual or business who truly embodies the sense of kindness and giving that typifies Novi. So, this being the award-winning Golden State of the City, I've been thinking about this for some time. I've reflected on past winners, many of whom are here today. Tom Marcus, Blair Bowman, ITC, Dave Landry, Dan Jones, Doreen Popard, Jeff and Teresa Wainwright. The list goes on and on. But as I reflected, I started thinking not only about spirit as in giving, but also in community spirit and those who embody and instill a sense of community spirit. And when I shifted focus just a bit, the answer to my question, who would be this year's recipient, became ever so clear. There was 2 people, one had to leave early, but there's 2 people very special who were with us. There's one with us right now, who truly embodies community spirit. who's taken a tragedy that life has dealt them and found a way to cope by instilling a sense of community spirit in all of us. This year's Community Spirit Award goes to Stacy and Gary Becker. Gary, would you come up on stage? His wife Stacy had to leave. Now, hold on. I first met Gary and Stacy a year and a half ago when the city honored their son, Major Andrew Becker, with a memorial dedication at City Hall. Little did I know then that the impact they would have on me or the community. As a member of the Novi community for more than 40 years, I've had the opportunity to attend many events. And as your mayor for nearly 8 years, I've had the fortune of hosting a myriad of events and celebrations. But never have I witnessed the community spirit and pride that we all saw, we all felt that morning 1.5 years ago, as hundreds gathered on the Civic Center campus to honor Novi's own Major Andrew Becker. If you happen to be there, I know you too felt it. And somehow, Stacy and Gary have found a way to keep that community spirit going in everything they do, they continue to do in Novi. Not long after the dedication, they shared their story with our Studio 6 team, a program which was nominated for an Emmy. They held a small tribute to Andy in the Civic Center atrium, close to Andy's bench. They dedicated the read box at Orchard Hills Elementary and donated a flag and memorial plaque to Novi High School. They have shared on more than one occasion that Andy was always proud to say he was from Novi, Michigan, and whether they know it or not, they now are continuing that pride in everything they do and touch. I've never met two more genuine individuals. They attend community events, Palooza, Light Up the Night, Memorial Day Parade, 50th anniversary, the State of the City. I truly believe they too felt the amazing community spirit on that morning and now are conduits of that feeling, that pride, that love here in Novi. Gary, I'm blessed to call you my friend and thank you and your wife for instilling a sense of community spirit in all of us. Thank you so much. Just a small token of our appreciation. Totally was yours, my friend.
It'll be just 30 minutes or so. Thank you. This is truly unexpected, especially since Stacy had a doctor's appointment that she'd scheduled, so that's why she's not here. We grew up in Northville, and Novi, prior to 1969, was mostly dirt roads. And I think at the time, if you'd said, so you ever want to live in Novi, I think our answer might have been a little iffy. But when we bought our first house, it was here in Novi, and we've stayed here. And this is, in fact, a better and better city every year. We raised our family here. All 3 kids went to Novi High School, and one of them had a run-in with Officer Bob at the time. But it is, you don't get a chance always to appreciate how great a city is, the people and the people who run it, and we have. And it, I just want to say just a little short one because we haven't had a chance to meet Officer Simon or Novi's newest canine officer, but it was about the time I thought, okay, the Novi High School dedication had happened, the plaque, everything else. It's been just over 2 years. That's probably pretty much it. And it has been an amazing experience to see how many people and organizations have honored Andy. And then we heard about the naming of Officer Becker. And as I hope you know, I would just suggested Major. It was not, I hadn't thought about Becker, but a good German name for a good German Shepherd sounds pretty fitting to me. And I always hope when I greet him, he's smiling at me, because that is one heck of a dog. And that was just another one of those amazing events, and I truly believe it happens in Novi more than any place else. And if all of you have a chance to have your own pleasant experiences about being in Novi, you'll know what that is. So on behalf of my entire family, Stacy and Betsy and Skip, this is another unexpected honor, but thank you so much.
You'll never find a classier person than Gary Becker. Now, on with the show. We have one final award category, Outstanding Parks Enhancement. Did you know, since 2013, the Novi Parks Department has received more than $1.2 million in grant funding? This funding has helped with parkland acquisition, renovations, equipment, and programs. And did you know it's now even easier to get around Novi with our expanded senior transportation options? Last year, City Council approved complimentary transportation for those 55 and older who are taking trips within city limits or to shopping areas that border Novi. And in case you're wondering what's happening on the Bosco Fields property at the corner of 11 Mile and Beck Road, the city has a long-term use agreement with the Novi Community School District on the property and is working on developing multi-purpose sports, athletic, and recreational fields. It includes parking, access roads off of Beck and 11 Mile roads. The fields should be ready for use next spring. Now, let's take a look at the finalists for Best Park Enhancement Project. Roll the video.
The nominees for Outstanding Parks Enhancement are Pavilion Shore Playground. Built less than 6 months ago, the new play structure is a huge hit with children young and old. Villa Bar Art Park. Opened in the fall of 2018, the 4-acre Villa Bar Art Park is home to the Artist in Residence program, trails, and sculpture gardens. ITC Trail. Set to fully open this year, the 4-mile non-motorized recreation link will connect the Ascension Providence Hospital campus to ITC Community Sports Park. The Maintenance Garage at ITC Community Sports Park. This new facility will enhance park maintenance and operations, allowing for ease of storage on site.
Yeah. 4 outstanding investments in our park system. Let's give a round of applause for our Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services, Mr. Jeff Muck. Jeff? And Rob Petty, our Chief Information Officer, who oversees our facilities and maintenance projects. Where's Rob? There he is. Before I wrap up our award show, I would be remiss if I didn't include something about customer service. Customer service excellence is exemplified through the workings of each city department. In November of 2018, the state election was held across Michigan. Voter turnout rivaled that of a presidential election. Our city clerk's office spent months preparing and ultimately trained more than 200 workers to staff 22 different voting precincts and the absentee counting board. A total of 8,921 absentee ballots were issued by the city clerk's office prior to Election Day. And on Election Day, 18,472 voters appeared in person at the precincts throughout the city of Novi to cast their ballots. Now, our clerk's office did all of this with exceptional customer service. In addition, through the course of 2018, the clerk's office processed more than 1,000 passport applications. Next, one of, if not the most popular pages on the city's website, cityofnovi.org, is for job postings. This year, nearly 1,000 applications were received and processed, over 350 interviews conducted, and 110 new hires processed by Human Resources. Now that's full and part-time and seasonal staff. Great customer service. Let's give a round of applause to our city clerk, Courtney Hanson. Where's Courtney? There's Courtney. And our Director of Human Resources, Tia Grunland-Fox. Where's Tia? Thank you for all you do to ensure that Novi excels at customer service excellence. So you see, we really have an award-winning city. You've heard me say this time and time again. Novi is not just a dot on a map, because without our residents and businesses, neighborhoods, residential and commercial, we're nothing. You give Novi its heart, its energy. You make us award-winning. You set us apart. Just by being here today, you are engaged in what is happening in our Novi. You are here because you care about the community, today and its future. I truly believe Novi provides the most open and transparent government services of any other municipality in the state of Michigan, if not the country. We want you to know our award-winning story, because if you know our story, you can help share it. Our cityofnovi.org website shares perhaps the most comprehensive of all Novi information. With more than 460,000 visits last year, visitors are still drawn to all its offerings and the ease of interacting with the city it provides. But to make it even easier to find Novi information, we just launched a City of Novi app, which is right now available for all smartphone devices. Now please, not right at this second, but before you leave, go to the App Store or Google Play and download it. I did last night. It's super easy to find. Just search City of Novi. And with a quick touch of your finger, you can connect to City Hall, see what developments are in process, search for a park by amenity, set up a home watch while you're away. I'm not sure what award-winning accolades are in store for Novi in the future, but I am certain as long as there are community members like you, Novi will continue its rich history of engaged, energetic, excited businesses and residents long into the future. I am extremely proud of all the accomplishments of this past year and look forward to what the future holds for our Novi in the next 50 years and beyond. I truly enjoy being the mayor of this great city. Not only do I get to serve the community, but I have the opportunity to work with some of the best people I have ever met, and I am privileged to call colleagues and friends. As the proud mayor of the award-winning city of Novi, I tell you that our state of our Novi is vibrant, safe, fiscally responsible, welcoming, desirable, and strong. God bless you all. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the day, and God bless Novi. Thank you.